It's back. It's back. Oh!
What?
I just figured out what it was. It's that thing.
What's back?
Remember the blue, weird blue light? That's what it is. Do you like my shirt?
No.
Okay, go to hell. Oh my God, how you doing? Just avoid my question. Right? Is that right? Oh yeah, I got it right. Every breath you take.
Every hyperventilation.
That's right. I'll be watching you.
I'll be watching TV.
Every step you take, I'll be watching the tube. Oh, no!
I can't remember the rest of it.
We'll
I
smash
used to know the other half.
We'll smash that pumpkin. Candlebox!
Oh yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
Wait, I screwed that up already.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Can you play anything from Pill?
No, I can't.
Did they even have any songs of their own? Hey kids, let's play the intro guessing game. You play the intro, we guess. be that?
You don't know who that is?
Wait. One more time?
It's a little slower usually.
Okay, hang on. Led Zeppelin?
Pretty close though.
Same era?
Fairly close, yeah.
Hint?
It's the comic book character's name.
This is gonna kill me. Oh, shit. Oh, Iron Man.
No, Superman.
Oh, is that? Oh, Kryptonite? Or no?
I made that up, dude. That was Iron Man.
Oh, well, fuck you. Oh, what the? Well,
I'm trying to think there was a...
Kudos to your originality.
Oh, I know one that you're probably not going to recognize.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I can remember how it goes.
Give me a hint.
Long way down. It's Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. That came out, the Twister soundtrack. That was a song, and that was appropriate. Long way down, you know, you had to think about that one.
This is gonna sound terrible, but I had, like, growing up, I had a hard time distinguishing the Goo Goo Dolls from the New York Dolls. So different. Can you play any New York Dolls? Can you play any pistols with lots of sex in them? Pistols. There we go. That's the pistols with lots of sex in them.
Screw that up.
Wait, do it again.
It's been a while. I'm a little...
I am in Antichrist, and I
think it's... I don't know how that part goes. I used to, like, know a bunch of that stuff, but...
What about Nirvana?
How about, you'll recognize. This is, like, the only song that anybody knows.
That was from Nirvana, huh? That wasn't Nirvana? Who was that?
Metallica.
Which one? Enter Sandman?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Enter Sandman. Can you play Master of Puppets? Master of Puppets, I command you. This is really cool. He's playing the guitar, but he's also balancing this pen right on his head.
Hey, I'm a pen master.
Not even doing anything. It's just right there. Get that away.
And there's I only know like a bunch of '90s songs really. I know like this is a good one. I'm still living with your ghost. I screwed up your song. Sorry, fuck you.
What about, you play any Green Day?
Oh, of course.
Ooh, yeah.
And I don't know.
No.
Something else fucking with.
Oh, okay. Hard to tell. What do you think of their newer work?
Who?
Monsieur Green Day.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard anything really new from him. I haven't been paying attention.
Have you listened to that?
Oh, and then there's this other one by Everclear. It's a good song.
Yes.
I like that little note right there that they had. I think that's a D. I want to say that's a D. This is a, D. No, it's not a D. It's probably, this right here would be a B. So this would be, it would be an A. That's an A. I don't know what I'm doing. I lost control. In a hole, in a hole, in a hole. I lost control, in a hole, in a hole. I lost control, in a hole, in a hole, in a hole. It's time for me to die. Lost control, in a hole, in a hole. Lost control, in a hole, in a hole. Number, a whole number. I lost control in a whole number. Lost control in a hole, in a hole, in a hole, in a hole. Number, it's a number 4. The number 4 is my favorite because it signifies a box, a box, a box. I'm lost in a box. I thought it was a hole. It was a box instead, and I don't care.
What's in the box?
In the box is myself.
Yourself?
I got a big head, and that's where I leave it sometimes. I got a big head, I got a big head. Everybody listen to my big fart noise.
Close up on the forehead. The viewers want to know, how goes your short story collection?
In a hole, in a hole, in a hole. I lost myself in a hole, in a hole, in a hole. I'm never coming back. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And I'm never coming back. I'm dying. There's no such thing as restitution or the other thing that Hindus believe. I don't know what it is. I can't remember. I'm so stupid. I love to die on myself. I died.
Yes, you did. Wow, what a conclusion. Went from a hole to a box to
Died.
died.
I died. Myself died.
How's your short story collection going, sir?
That's a pen, not a microphone.
Oh.
Pen phone.
Oh man. Oh no! This parachute's a knapsack! Ah!
Let's get the jitters together. 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 Whoa, what the fuck is that? Falls on his ass. 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 Falls on his ass.
I would, but there's roaches.
I haven't worked on the short story collection. I haven't had the real motivation to work on a lot of the writing. I mean, I've done some poetry. I'm working on a book right now called The Hawk, which I'm taking as a I want to say this is like a form of Christian symbolism, because the church used to use animals to signify some kind of spiritual something or other, and the hawk, because of the hawk eye, the nature of the hawk eye, it can peer at ultraviolet rays, it can see in the dark. Because of these things, I decided that I should write something that symbolizes a spirit, some way of spiritual insight where you can see both dark and light. And the hawk itself, I'm going to turn it into like I want to take it in the direction of making the hawk into like using the talons as another part of the symbol, like this spiritual insight of being able to see dark and light. And the phone beeping at me. The basic spiritual insight. I'm going to do some more research on the actual nature of a hawk. I can't even think if I think they're scavengers, aren't they? Or
yes.
Yeah, I think so. Well, anyway, I want to make the talons of the hawk symbolic of a sort of kind of poaching, spiritual poaching that's done depending on good and evil. You're either poaching for good or you're poaching for evil. If you see them both as unified, I'm going to explore these ideas. I'm going to explore a lot of these concepts. Some of it's actually love poetry. I mean, honestly, it's just stuff I've found in my notebooks. I'm like, I got to put that in there. Some of it's just basic love poetry. Some of it's grief poetry. I write a lot about love and grief because I'm stupid.
Well, if you decide to call the book Hawk in the Rain, I'm going to kill you.
Hawkaloogie in the rain.
Oh, poor Hughes. Hawkaloogie in the rain.
For what? Dude, what are you talking about?
That was Ted Hughes' first award-winning book, Hawk in the Rain. Yeah, you just Hawkaloogie in the rain.
Well, no,
I'm going to spit on your accomplishment.
Where this? Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I just did. You fucking son gun. The reason this came up, and I was like, that's a good idea because I started working with it. I think it was like maybe last week. I was over at Molly's, and there was standing out kind of like underneath the little area, and a few people were standing over here, and basically I was like just kind of like just chilling, like a chilling villain. And I believe that, I was like some hawks over here, but I couldn't, or maybe a hawk, I don't know. It was like out in the distance a little bit.
I know, I could see where one would look like five. Yeah, I get it.
Well, no, it was just like, it was a bunch of birds, but this was a hawk. And somebody said, hey, look, it's a hawk. And I was like, where? And I looked out, and then they were like, oh no, it's in the sky. I thought it was like on the thing. And I was like thinking about it, and I was like working on this actual collection already. And I thought, why not do that? Why not make this like an old traditional Christian symbology type thing and apply that to the animal symbolism to spiritual insights or spiritual things, and there's even this book I have called Symbolism. I'm fucking stupid. It's Hans Biederman's book. It's really interesting. It talks a lot about what symbols meant to ancient Christian, not ancient, but old Christian faith, and how the church used them for certain purposes, certain animals. They used to use, like, for instance, the rabbit used to mean, as the rabbit was running away from say, a predator, what it would symbolize is, that the rabbit was man running away from Satan and needing protection from Christ. Things like that. I mean, those are actual things that the church came up with over time. Like, it's pretty interesting. But the sci-fi collection I've put on hold because my brain's not in the right space for it.
Well, in that case, what about Son of Man? How's that going?
I haven't started on that one yet. Yeah, that one's something that's going to have to kind of, what do you call it, boil the pot a little bit.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I'm actually working on something pretty big at the moment myself. I'm not sure if it's going to be an epic or it's going to be like a series of dream sequence, like pieces, but it's actually based on something my father used to say. Sometimes he would alter phrases, and that's where I got this.
You want to hear something funny? What I did?
No, I'm good. All right, thank you. We gotta go.
Farted.
Nice. Okay.
No, you know what I did?
There we go. He did it. He farted. Bye, guys.
You know what No. This is what I did is I was thinking because I memorized this poem when I was a kid, when I was like 18 or whatever, 17, I don't remember. Because I heard that Jim Morrison would memorize romantic poetry and Victorian poetry.
Yep.
And recite it to these different girls at high school. He'd just be walking down their hallway or whatever, and he'd just stop a girl and recite a poem, like kneel to her and recite a poem, and be like, thank you, or whatever. And I thought that was kind of cute. And so I'd memorize poems because I wanted to challenge my memory, and I memorized this. This is She Walks in Beauty.
Ooh, Barnum.
Yeah, and I thought of that poem because even though this is the funny thing, this is the really impressive thing about this collection, I think, is taking this line, these two lines, all that's best of dark and bright meets in her aspect and in her eyes. That to me, because number one, you've got the eyes, which is one of the parts of the book, as the eyes of the hawk, and then all that's best of dark and bright. I mean, how could you go wrong with that? Because that's perfect. Because I'm talking about spiritual wisdom that sees both light and dark, and is able to sort of coalesce them. I think it's a good. I think it'll be a really good book. I'm still trying to attain permission to dedicate it. That's kind of tough sometimes. I mean, usually I just do it. But I don't want to, this is somebody that I like a lot and care about.
I still can't get over this.
What is all this? Oh, yeah, evolution's a stupid asshole. Oh, yeah. Evolution's a stupid asshole.
Oh, my God.
Well, no, the reason I was, trying to be really careful on the dedication is because I don't want to tread eggshells here. It's a friend of mine who's actually the one who pointed out the hawk.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
How would I not say this happened at Molly's and then say, oh, it's just a group of people and then go back to this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that dedication process is going to be interesting.
I'm going to see what I've asked her and she's not responding. She's kind of deliberately not saying anything. I can't tell if she doesn't want it or if she's like, I don't know. It's I'm like, you can say no. You can say no. You can say, I'd rather not see that dedication. I will just say, okay, fine. But she won't say anything. She won't give me a yes or a no, and that just leaves me kind of frustrated, honestly. And I think it's okay that if she doesn't want it dedicated because she doesn't share the feelings I have, or because she thinks it's going too far, or whatever it is, I don't care. Just tell me no. Just please tell me no. Quit leaving me hanging. It's very frustrating, and I really would like to dedicate it to her because for one, she inspired it, and two, it's a little bit of an honor, to have a book dedicated to you.
Yes, it is.
It's an honor, even if it's a book, that's not like necessarily about you or whatever. But like I said, if she doesn't want it dedicated, I'm not gonna push it. You know, I want to get an answer. You know, at some point I'm gonna have to get an answer. And I told her Monday. I think it was Monday. I went in there. I mentioned it to her again, and she kind of like didn't say anything. And I told her, you know, it's really. I just kind of dropped the hand. I said, it's actually a really high honor to have someone dedicate a book to you. And I said, I usually only dedicate it to people who really mean a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of was like, yeah, I know. And that's it. That's all she said.
Oh, I see.
I don't understand what that means. I mean, and I've told her like repeatedly, you don't have to be nice to me. You know, you don't